Hey guys, thought I'd do something a little different this evening. We're going to scroll through into a little bit. You know what let's see. Uh, Hold on. Don't mess me up. I'm getting messages at the same time. All right. So let's see what we can find on here. If we can find anything worth looking at. Um, I'd like to find a vehicle that we could do some work on and maybe do a giveaway. That's kind of what I got in mind. Let's see what this is. What do y'all think about a Jeep? It's a bad looking Jeep. 4.0. Like as much pictures of it. Let's see what it says. Um, well, two-wheel drive Jeep runs but skips. Doesn't really say a whole lot about that, does it? All right. Let's see what else is on here. Thunderbird. That's a clean looking bird. Interior's nice and clean. Seems to be a little something missing right in this area right here. Now what? Oh, that's a clean car. What's the details on this car? 91 Thunderbird needs. Oops. 91 Thunderbird needs motor and transmission. $500. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. See if there's anything else on here. What do y'all think would make a good vehicle to fix up to give away? I can also say I don't generally look at marketplace on the computer, so I'm getting different results than I do outside. Let's see. Let's see if we can just filter vehicles. Vehicles. See what we can come up with. See what's out there now. Mustang guy. When I first signed on, I had mentioned it, but I'm thinking of finding something cheap that maybe needs a little work, that maybe we can do some work on and just do a giveaway on it. But all depends on what we stumble across, and I'm trying to find something that I wouldn't fall in love with. This right here. Hey, it's in 95. John, what's up? It's in 95. Let's see what this is all about. Missing a couple little pieces. Interior looks pretty good. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, is to see if we can't find something kind of cheap that we can put a little effort into and maybe make a giveaway vehicle just to give away to somebody. Let's see. I keep mashing the wrong button. Parts car, good body, potential drag car. Car doesn't run. No, you can't drive it home. As is car, or trade for what you got. Doesn't say if it's got a title or not. I don't know. But honestly, for what I say, $500, SN95 is not a bad car. Looks like it needs some front end work. Interior looks like it's decent. I don't know. Are those cars popular right now? I don't know. I like them, but I don't know if anybody else does. Let's keep scrolling down through here. Um, Nissan looks like it might have a little body damage. Let's keep scrolling. Uh-oh, they might have found the key to my heart here. An old Ford truck. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I've got enough parts. Motor and transmission really isn't the biggest issue. I just want to find something that's worth the time and effort to put into it, and something that can be kind of cool. Ooh, that was kind of crunchy right there. Old long bed F-250. I think fixed up with a vintage camper in the bed of it would be awesome. It's kind of crunchy, and I've got a bunch of F-100 parts, which would be the same thing. I don't think that's going to run. Not much of a description. It just says 1970 F-250 truck. So, kind of got to go by the pictures here. Um, yeah, I love those trucks, but that one there just, something, it just doesn't do it for me. Let's see what else we can find here. You know, I know it's not everybody's taste, but these Crown Vics, I've kind of got some kind of crazy idea, and this one's too much money for what I'd want to do. But I kind of got this idea because it's running the same motor and transmission technically as the Mustangs did. So, what about like a turbo powered Crown Vic with like a 5 or 6 speed transmission behind it? I think it would be the ultimate sleeper car. Then again, there may be 100 people out there doing it. I just hadn't seen it yet. Let's see here. Ain't y'all too close. I don't think you can see everything. Uh, BMW. Hey, there's a little Fox body. That's one of the cheaper ones I've seen. That car looks clean. Yeah, not really a whole lot of photos. And, well, they're always going to show you the clean photos, right? Nobody damn know. 4-cylinder has turbo pistons already installed. Um, let's see. Needs valve cover gasket, new clutch, throwout bearing, and new starter. Runs and drives fine. New starter will consider trade for truck with manual transmission, no automatics. Um, y'all gonna have to educate me exactly what does that mean? Turbo pistons. Not sure I've ever heard the term turbo pistons before. Yeah, run from that one. Uh, Turbo pistons. That was a new terminology. I'm sure it means something to them, but I don't think I've quite heard that terminology before. Man, look at this. I mean, this is obviously not something I would buy to give away because it's way too much money. But just look at the price. I mean, am I the only one that remembers when you could buy square body Chevys for like $1,500, and now that thing's 20 grand? Holy cow! And I'm not looking for, Chevys or Fords or anything in particular. I'm just scrolling through here. SVO pistons probably. Yeah, it may be, but just the term turbo pistons. Oh man, I wish Hot Rod Guy Garage was on here because this is right up his alley. Look at this little thing, a Geo Metro. I know. Holy crap! Did y'all see that shifter in that thing? Look at that shifter. Holy cow! Yeah, he knows what he's got. That's right. I wonder if you have to have a sunroof in the car to run a shifter like that. I'm just going to go ahead and back out of that one. Let's see. What would be, I'm just scrolling now through, what do y'all think would be a good vehicle that wouldn't be crazy expensive to make a giveaway vehicle out of? Anybody got any good ideas? Wow, look at that Cadillac, $20,000. Man, let's see if there's anything else here hits our joy button. Do. I don't know how golf carts and stuff are under vehicles. I think Marketplace is kind of screwed up. Right now we're looking at a bunch of newer stuff. Boats, RVs. Hey, where's all the good stuff at? I may have to start doing some filtering. Whoa, go back up. Paint job on that boat's cool. Like Evil Knievel if he had a boat. Last thing I need to do is get anything with Evil Knievel intentions in it. Okay, let's see if we can sort by. Let's come over here and sort by year. Let's find something kind of classic. Let's do minimum 1940. Oops. 1940. And let's do maximum. What do y'all say? 19. Let's do 1980 maximum. And filter by that. See what happens. Oh, now we're getting more into my lane, or as we say, junk. Let's see what kind of. Let's see. Hey, you know what? I've got a bunch of parts for this already laying here. That right there looks almost too rough. Yeah, long bed and rougher than a stucco bathtub. I think we'll walk on by that one. Let's see here. A 79 Ford Ranchero. It's not the worst looking car. I mean, it's not far off, but let's see. Needs shifter cable and carb work. Carb is on it now to prove that it runs. Yeah, you know what though? It's not sure how many people would get in on that one. What else we got here? Do a school bus. Yeah, build an awesome camper out of that. It's amazing the range of prices. That last 60, what was it, 4 or 5 we seen up there was $1,500, and this one's 18,000. You know what? Let's look at this right here. Hear me out on this one. Let me look at the pictures here. Yeah, I wish it wasn't a flatbed because you could set that on, do the typical hot rod thing and set that on like a S10 or a Dodge Dakota or whatever frame and find you a bed for it. That does not look like it's terrible. That looks like it's got potential. Oh, she's still got a flathead in her. Let's see what the description says about this thing. 46 Series 6 G8T, 1.5 ton. Pretty much all there, all running gear. Engine still intact, not been running in 10 years. $2,800. don't know. We'll file that one away in the old memory bank. For those that's just joining in, I'm thinking about trying to find some kind of cool old ride to fix up to do a giveaway vehicle, and just trying to figure out something that would be cool. How many people still think Pintos are cool? I mean, they've kind of grown on me over the years. You know what? Other than that little, you know, this area of the seat right here, the interior don't look terrible. Headliner's good. Door panels don't look bad. Yeah, just pretty much the driver's seat, you know, and half the passenger seat. The bomb's still under it. Pretty sure the Pintos only had four cylinders, right? I don't think they ever had anything other than four cylinder uh, engines in them. Not that I'm aware of. Let's see. It has subframe connectors welded on. Fuel sump welded on the tank. AN fittings. Automotive external fuel pump. Battery moved to trunk. Factory rear-end. A4LD transmission. Intercooler for turbo. And external transcooler. Starting to show a little rust. Hey, it looks like somebody might have had an idea to make a hot rod out of that and quit on it. What was we looking at there? $1,500. But do I really want to build a hot rod to give away? Because then you kind of 4LD sucks. Okay, wasn't I don't know any transmission, so it's good knowledge. Thanks. Um, oh, 66 Mustang, 2 grand for what honestly looks like a parts car. See what else we can find. Do. Falcon convertible. That's not a bad looking little car. I almost kind of want to do something oddball. The wagon be cool, but I think it's a little overpriced. 69 Mustang, 4K. Rail buggy's cool. There's that Ford again. Wow, that's good to know. Yeah, you definitely don't want something that's going to cause any issues, whether it be immediately or down the road. Man, look at the price of Volkswagen things now, $42,500. You know, guys, I mean, scrolling through this thing, looking at it right now, it gives you a good idea of why younger folks are not just driving to the classic car hobby. The prices have gotten so that it's hard to just find something to play with anymore. Well, hello, Hannah Jenkins. How are you doing today? For those that are just joining us, we're scrolling through Marketplace, seeing if we can find some kind of good project vehicle that we might could build on the channel to do a giveaway on later down the road. So far, we're pretty much shooting blanks here. It's pretty bad when the coolest thing we found so far is a Pinto. Where's all the good stuff at? All this either looks like junk or fully restored. I need something not restored but not junk. I need something that if you squint your eyes, hold your head to the left, run around in circles till you're kind of dizzy, you might could consider it to be driver quality. Oops. Let's go back. Let's see if we can do some kind of other filter on this thing. See what we can come up with. Um, let's see. Maybe we do a filter of. Come on, work with me, Facebook. Let's see what we come up with now. Probably the same stuff. Oh no. What is this right here? I don't know anything about Dodges. Hey, I'm not a punch bucket, make it front engine, drop in an FE. Hey, you know what? I didn't think about that. No, I'm not looking for anything particular. I'm just scrolling through and seeing if anything that looks like it would be remotely cool out there that's cheap, so we can, not drop a fortune into it, but still have something that's reasonable to give away. Yeah, and see, I already realize this is not going to be it. Look at all the missing body. And I don't know enough about a Mopar to even know where to begin to. So I think I'm gonna stick with the stuff that I do know about. Um, what do we got here? The Ford Galaxy. That's not a bad looking car. Oh, he's got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Dodge a Dodge. Yeah, I agree. This guy's got a bunch of stuff here. 390 car. That has potential. That one does not. Potential to be a tetanus shot there. Although as rough as that right there looks, that center console right there is actually valuable in those old Galaxies. That's a good looking color right there. I like that blue. I'm missing a door. I'm missing a door. It looks like this guy right here's got a lot of stuff. We may have to visit this guy. Look at that yard full of stuff. We may have to visit this guy. There's a black 67 right there. That's kind of a cool car. I can see the front end of a 68 over here. That's a cool old frame, bud. Like a custom flatbed. Yeah, this guy looks like he's got a bunch of stuff. And this guy's local to me. He's probably, well, the town is the next town over from me. So I'm going to save that one. We may do a looky-loo over at that place and see what we can find. What is this $700 Mustang right here? Went out there for a minute. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Well, my Wi-Fi seemed to be jumping in and out there. Okay, so I think I got that fixed now. Let's get looking at this. There's a 64 Ford Galaxy. She got a little whiskey dent right there in the back. Maybe we'll look at rancheros in a minute. Yeah, there's not much here but a shell. But honestly, the floors look solid in those pictures. I got a clean title. What do we got here? It just says 64 Ford Galaxy. Honestly, the price isn't terrible on that. Hey, what do y'all think about a motorcycle? A little dirt bike. We could do a giveaway on a little dirt bike. I don't know. What is this? Hey, I need a seat out of that for the wagon. It actually looked like somebody's hot rod they've started and kind of walked away from. Flathead V8. Uh, see what it says here. Uh, runs and drives. 3-speed with overdrive. Lots of new parts. Will only trade. Well, that's no good to me. I'm not interested in a trade. See what we got here. Man, the tires on that thing are bigger than the car is. I do have a lot of Beetle parts, I think. Dual port engine runs good. Needs floor pans. Needs brake work. Eh, I don't know. For that price, it's not really worth it to me. I think I'm starting to see a lot of the same stuff here. What do we got here? Like he was falling down when he was taking the pictures. What does the ad say? Truck was on the road a year and a half ago. Needs a pickup in the tank and a fuel pump. Does not run. You cannot drive it home. Interior is pretty decent. Body is decent. Make a great shop truck. One owner. Straight six. 3-speed on a tree. It's not perfect, but a solid start. Low miles. 1,800 or best offer. Clean title. I know it's a long bed, but you can do a short bed conversion on that. Yeah. Yeah, you could do a short bed conversion on that and possibly make a decent truck out of it. All right, Colt, let's see. Let me just go over here and do Ranchero and see what we find. Ranchero. Let's see what we can find. None of those are Rancheros. But okay, sure. Let's look at what we got here. Hey, wait a minute now. Hear me out. Is that the craziest idea? Because think about that car sitting on some Kragers, tinted windows. Interior looks good. I'm just saying, has potential to be that gentleman's hot rod. Needs some TLC, 351, needs a radiator. You know what? I don't hate that. That right there has potential. Had some Kragers on the back of it. Give it that 70s look up just a little bit in the back. Some fats and skinnies, tint the windows. That's got potential right there. Let's see what else we see here. Lincoln, but Lincoln's a little expensive. We looked at that Ranchero earlier. A 76 is what that says. She's got a couple of holes in her. Uh, 460 power brake, power steering, new 4-barrel carburetor. Let's see what it says. New 4-barrel carburetor. Body in good shape. Some rust in the floors. Yard drives need a little to be back on the road. That's a few other projects. No hurry to sell. Cash only. No trades. It's in Livonia, Georgia, which already means it doesn't have a title because they're a non-title state. But That's not, it's not crazy. What do we got here? Uh-oh. Can y'all see Uncle Jesse right there? Hold on now. That's straight up Uncle Jesse right there. I'm not mad at that. Let's see. 363 speed. Yeah, I'm not mad at that one at all. I can't tell. It doesn't say in the picture if it's long bed. I'm trying to get a good enough angle where I can tell if it's long bed or short bed. I think it's a long bed. I also think the bed's roached right there. Yeah, that's not a bad price on that truck. That's one we can file away there. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Not really a whole lot you can see in this photo. What's the description say? What's the description say? Roller with everything to go back together, ready for your swap. So it's saying this is a roller. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody actually cares anymore if they're long beds or short beds. And you can, so they're saying this is a whole car, it's just a part. Um, where is this one at? Where shows? I may have to go look at this. A 1979 Ranchero for $500. I may have to go look at that one. Um, it's completely blown apart. Interior looks pretty good in it. Here, let me back up so you guys can look at the pictures with me and see what you think. Let me just go back to the beginning here. It says the description. Let me go over here to the description real quick. The description says it's a roller with everything to put it back together. Um, Not the greatest photos in the world. The seats, I don't think are the seats that come in it, but they look clean. They don't look ripped up. The dash looks straight. Looks like somebody tried hard to spray paint the dash some wild blue color. Door panels look good in it. I can't tell right there if the front clips on it or off of it. I think I'm looking at inner fenders, but the nose of it may be missing there. Looks like somebody started painting it and changed their mind. Looks like somebody started spray painting it and changed their mind. But it looks like there's a motor there. What does this say? Let's see if we can see what motor this is. It looks like a 400 modified. Not sure what I'm looking at there. Oh, there's all the chrome pieces. Hood, bumpers, transmission. Hey, you know what? For $500, I am going to send this guy a message right now. Oh, it's hard to do this one-handed. What the hell's the question mark on this keyboard? Send that guy a message, and let's see what happens. We may go look at that one. Close it out. We may go look at that one. That's not. I don't hate that one. Look at this. Again, guys, I'm not necessarily looking for any particular brand or anything. I'm looking for something I think might make a cool giveaway vehicle. Fun story. I brought my daughter home from the hospital, even though everybody knows me as a Ford guy. I brought my daughter home from the hospital in a 66 C10. Looked strikingly like this. There's not much of a photo there. Oh, of course, the ad is still up, but they say truck has sold. So instead of taking it down, they just edit it to say sold. Okay. Well, at least if you read the description, you'll know it's sold. Let's see. We're finding all kind of parts now. Okay, here. Here's a 76 Ranchero GT. So what year, does anybody know Ranchero's good enough to know what year did they change the stripe package? I know the later ones didn't have the stripe that went all the way down. The later ones had the stripe that started on the top and come down and went over the hip right there. They didn't go all the way to the front. I don't know what year they changed that though. For those that just joined us, we're trying to find a car that's kind of cheap, that's somewhat fixable, that we can make a giveaway car out of. That's not a bad looking little Falcon, guys. Let's see what the description says. 61 Falcon Roller. Have engine and transmission, bumper, and bunch of new parts to go with it. Huh. You know what? I think that thing was like $1,000. That's not the worst looking vehicle I've ever seen. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What did we find right here? That Cougar we seen up the road. My house. Yeah, I don't mind going looking at a Cougar for sure. Look at this, guys. A Ford Edsel wagon. Let's see what the description says. Has the engine still in it and is not stuck. Transmission is missing. Huh. You know what? Again, I don't hate that car, especially at that price point. See, here's the 79. That's what I was talking about earlier. The stripe kit on it starts behind the door and goes back. The earlier ones go all the way to the front. I am a sucker for a wagon. Oh, 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 look at here. I don't care if you're a Ford guy, Chevy guy, or what. Look at here. Well, the interior definitely does not match the exterior, does it? I don't know why it ran through the pictures like that. I don't know. You know, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we see here? You know what? I want to look anyway, even though I shouldn't. Even though I should already be clicking off of this ad, I kind of got to look at it. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Fox bodies are popular enough. If it's missing parts, you can find them. Let's see what the ad says about this one. 88 GT 4 parts. It says no motor or transmission, but there's obviously one in the photos. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Uh-oh. 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 And look at all the stuff they got in the background. What does it say? Says the guy took all the suspension out of it, was going to put it on a Ford Ranger chassis and quit. Look at that van. There's some stuff. There's some stuff. Yeah, I don't think I want the van. If I need that many wheels on it, I don't need to be hauling them. Oh, 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 this is an advertisement for a swap meet. They lured me in with a photo. Them suckers. They lured me in with a good photo. Oh, they got me. You know how it is when you click on the photos, guys. It's always problems. Do, 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 do. Ooh. Maybe I just need to be looking for Ford trucks because I know those trucks. I've got parts for them. I've got anything I need for them, really. So maybe I just need to be looking at Ford trucks. Hey, check out the... Apparently the horn doesn't work, so they glued one of the push button, little horn buttons on the horn button. You know what? I'm not even mad at them for that. Tell you what, let's change our search engine here to F100. Let's just change our search engine to F100 and look at all the stuff besides an F100 that Marketplace will show us. What do we got here? Well, that's not much for photos. Let me see if I can zoom in. A cab and chassis. Well, let's see. Was going to use it on one another. Frame is complete with suspension and rear end drive shaft. Body already sold. Well, that don't do me good. I'd rather have the body and the frame be missing than missing the... Okay, so let's... Here's a 67 for $2,500. You know, and the thing about it is now, it's so easy to cut one down and make it a short bed if you just wanted a short bed, but most people don't even care anymore. I'm not mad at that truck either. You know, I keep coming back to this F-250. I mean, honestly, It needs a dash pad. Here's the great thing. If guys don't know these trucks, I'm going to let you in on something if you don't know these trucks. So, yes, they have a padded dash, but if you take this pad off, that is a solid piece of metal under there that has a hole cut out for the vents, and then it'll have, I think, 4 holes drilled across here where the pad goes in. But this is a solid metal dash over here, so you could sand that and paint it and body work it. So that busted up dash doesn't mean a whole lot as far as the truck goes. Seat looks good in it. That bed is roached on this truck. The bed is roached, but the floors look rough, but I don't actually see any holes in it. Door corners, that's pretty common. I think I have a hood. It's been kissed right there. I want to go back to that picture of that bed. The bed is roached, but it looks like it's separated from that line right there. So if you wanted to make a short bed out of it, you could cut it along that line, move forward, and you could actually cut that rust right there out. Okay, appreciate it. See what the ad says. Good for parts. No title and no keys. Well, let's move along. For those that are just joining, we're looking for a vehicle that we can build to do a giveaway on. And we're trying to see if we can find anything that's reasonably cheaper that we can get into for not a lot of money, but we can kind of build up and give away. See what we got right here. Is that just a cab, or is it cab and frame? Let's see what the ad says. Selling a cab off my 69. Was 2-wheel drive cab swapped on. Let's see, cab corners have a bad repair. Someone changed their mind and wanted. So that's just the cab. I mean, we could start with just a cab, but we'd have a ton of money in it if we started with just a cab. Let's look at this 70 right here. This is fairly local to me. Hey. Yeah, you're right. There'd been a lot of work with that one. It'd have made good videos, though. Oh, this is just for the bed. Oh, should have read that before I went scrolling through the pictures. Getting all excited. Tailgate. Maybe I should just finish building my 63 F100 and give it away. Hey, I know I'm looking at F100s, but Facebook shows you everything. Man, that's a face only a mother could love, ain't it? But doggone, that thing's clean. Which one you putting dibs on there, Mustang guy? And yeah, everybody around here has yards full of them. They're. I try to tell people that. People talk about how hard some of these things are to find and all, and I'm like, man, I don't know where y'all at, but these things are on every street corner around here. Doesn't necessarily mean they're cheaper. It just means they're literally everywhere around here. Oh, my 63. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that I just keep plucking away with, but I never actually do a whole lot with it. So Maybe I should do that. Honestly, I'm a bigger guy too, so 63 the cabs were a little smaller and not a ton of room in them for me. Let's keep going, keep going. Oh. What do we got here? A 71. That is definitely a project. Right? Oh, wait, what did that say? Uh, oh, whatever that is it's, you can't read the engine right there. All I can see is an O, so maybe a 360. Let's go back and look at the photo with a engine. Can we tell what that is? That may very well be a 360, so that's probably FE. And I tell you guys, I mean, it's not everybody's taste because even me, I like Krager wheels and all, but I'm trying to get back to it. I like Krager wheels and all, but on these old trucks, those old white wagon wheels just not look right on them. It's been sitting since 2004. Don't know much about it. So, let's see. Oh, here we go too. Here's another one. This one looks like somebody flatbedded. No, it's just got a black bed on it. Or a blue bed. Not much for photos to go by. What does the description say? Not much. Short wheelbase 302 automatic. Doesn't really say much about it. Oh. What do we got here? Only one photo. Uh, 75 F100. Originally with three, engine was pulled, but transmission is still in the truck. $1,200. That's not a bad looking truck. I wish there was more photos of it. You know, it's in a non-title state, which I mean I can get titles, but then I have to go through the hassle of doing it. That one's got like a 80s step side bed on it. You know what though? That doesn't look bad. Probably doesn't mean. I'm thinking it doesn't run since steering column's laying in the passenger side floorboard. I mean, I may be wrong. I don't hate that 80s bed on it. Step side truck, 76 short wheelbase. That actually might be one I have to check into because the guy's only asking $900 for it. And yes, it's a project because it's missing stuff, but all this stuff is common stuff. I mean, I don't hate that idea either. So far, we've only sent one message. Well, you got to stop and look. I know it says free. We're all smart enough to know it's not free. Let's just stop and look at this. That wheel right there looks like it's leaning. It may be the photo. No, that wheel's leaning a little bit. Not much for photos. What's the description say? Uh, says they've listed it on an auction site now. I ain't gonna deal with all that. What do we got here? 691 parts truck. The hood and tailgate as well. I wish they'd, you know, turned the camera when they took the pictures. Yeah. Can't really see a whole lot about that. Hey, look at this, an extended cab. Look at that. Missing a little something right there. That old vintage camper top is cool on it too, and it works. Was that a? I think. Let me go back and look. Yeah, I think it's an automatic. Yeah. It would probably tell me if I'd actually read the description first, but yeah, there's some front end parts missing. Floors look solid. Huh. 4-wheel drive. See what this thing says over here in the description. A 79 F-150 Super Cab long bed, factory 4x4 truck, no engine, some kind of short block laid in the bed, automatic transmission with condition unknown, Dana 44 front end, missing the driver's side parts to front end. Hood hinges are rusty and hood doesn't close at the moment. Cab mounts are solid, floor pans are solid. There is a little bit of rust behind the rear wheels. Interior seems to be complete except for rear seat. You know what, guys? That right there would not be a bad truck to do up. I mean, 4x4 Super Cab, 79 model, that is not a truck that you would see a lot of. Stick a front end under that out of another truck. Looks solid. Yeah, I'm not mad at that truck. I'm not mad at that truck at all. And when I Google or when I search for F100 trucks, it gives me, that's why. This guy's got a bunch of stuff. Let's see what else we can find. I'm not mad at that truck right there. I mean, $1,500 is a chunk for something that's a total project, but that's not a common truck. Oh, yeah, well, let's look at it. What the heck? Boy, somebody right there is practicing to be a world famous photographer for sure. Man, what is it with people in photos? You can't even tell what you're looking at half the time. Saturday only. Dirt cheap for the truck. Monday the price goes up. You know what? I'm gonna quit reading. I mean, if you're trying to rush somebody into snatching something up, I've kind of already lost interest in it. Now, that's a little newer than what I was looking for. But that's a clean looking truck. And seat, a little rough. Got a little spot on the tailgate right there. She's a 20-footer. She looks clean. What does it say right there? Let's zoom in. 57,837. 834. Uh, Wish we could see the pedals and stuff to kind of get an idea. AC truck, power steering, power brakes. Let's see what it says over here. This is an F-250 Camper Special. Needs a fuel pump. Huh. It's not a bad looking truck. It's a little newer than what I was kind of looking around for, but it's not a terrible looking truck. Okay, again, not what I was looking for, but yeah, gotta look at them when they pop up at fair priced. First picture. I mean, so guys, I don't know if there's more pictures, and there may be pictures of the damage and all, but one of the things you have to look at when you look at pictures, if there's only one picture, scan down it, and you can see the light catching something right here. This thing's obviously got something going on with the rear end right there. Let's see if there's actually a picture of it. So far, no. Wow, that package tray is sun baked. But dash pad is too. But you can get parts from Mustangs. They're not hard to come by. Oh, yep, there it is. Whew. Boy, that's like finding a turd in a punch bowl, ain't it? Man, after you've already taken a drink. Lord have mercy. I'm going to read the description anyway to see what it says. Unfortunately, I want to sell this beauty for personal reasons. If anyone interested, DM me. A V6. It looked like an inline six. I think it was a typo. Oh, I guess it wanted me to look at this one. I didn't click on that one, but I guess it wanted me to look at it. But that one was only for the motor and transmission. Hold on. What was going on here? Look at this. They've drilled holes and put gauges in each side of the dash right there. You see that? No tailgate, but that's not a big deal. What's the ad say? Selling truck only. Engine blew a head gasket. Motor is pulled. Needs transmission. So it's just a roller. Let's send this guy a message too. Oops. We'll send that guy a message too and see what he says. Cause that was a good, clean looking truck. I mean, motor and transmission is not that big a deal. When you lead with that picture, you know there's probably something rough. Yeah. Reminds me of the movie Days of Thunder, if any of y'all have seen it, where he tells him to go back out on the track and hit the pace car because it's the only damn thing out there he hadn't hit. Well, I mean, look at it. Yeah, this is the side you take the photos of. This is one thing he should have kept on trucks, is this toolbox in the bed right here. That was an option back in the day. I've had several trucks with it. How is the bed of the truck that straight and that clean, but the side of the truck looked like he had to fight off zombies in some kind of apocalypse? What is that? I'll see if there's another picture from the other side. Hey, it's a power steering truck and a power brake truck. That's a shame, really. Go back. There's not another picture from the other side. I'm trying to see what that is in a dash. Zoom in. What is that? Like magnets stuck to the dash? Hey, look at that. It's got an 8-track player in it. It's an automatic truck. I'm at least gonna read and see what it says about it. Uh, Long bed 360 was my dad's truck. He passed in 2012 and has not been started since. Engine was running when part. Odometer is not correct. I don't know the mileage. Eh. Yeah, but I don't know that you could get that freaking thing straight again. That is a lot of body damage. '67 grill. I ought to buy the grill just to have it on the wall. Well, so far, guys, we've sent 2 messages. For those that are just joining in, we're looking for something that we can snatch up kind of cheap and do a giveaway on. Sent a couple of messages about a couple of vehicles and waiting to hear back from them. Now, I can't afford this, but I want to look at this just for the cool factor. Look at this, a 1959 four-door. Floors are crazy solid in that truck. Man. But I can't afford no $13,000, and that's one, if I could afford it, I'd keep it for myself. Wait a minute. This says 89 Chevy Silverado. 89 Chevy Silverado. Then we have a Dodge. Then we have I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. So we're just gonna move away from that. Yeah, right. Best looking Chevy I ever seen. Uh, yeah, somebody styled it out right. I don't know, guys. We've seen a couple of messages. We'll see if they respond to us. See what happens. A decent. Maybe we'll find a decent Ford truck to do a giveaway on. I love that color. FYI, the very first truck I ever had was a '67, and it was that color. Oops, skip the picture. Go back. What is going on there? Is it a hubcap? What is that? I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like they got a carburetor off and put a hubcap over it. Trying to see, there's only one picture there, but of the engine, but it looks like that might be a power steering pump bracket, so maybe a power steering truck. The brake booster and all is missing from over here, so can't tell if it's missing the front windshield. Can't tell if it's missing rear end or if the tires are just off the back of it. Trying to find it. Nope, rear end's there because the tire's on this side. So it's missing a tire on this side. The tank's gone off from behind the seat. Let's see what this thing says. Not selling parts, being sold whole. It's got a 360 V8 with unknown condition and automatic transmission. Huh. I'm gonna click the little. Hey guys, if you didn't know, you can click the little save button right there. I'm gonna save that one. Wait to see if the other one gets back to me because I might have the stuff to fix that truck with. But if I get a truck like this, it's a 71. They went to the split grill in 70. If y'all don't know the Ford trucks, they went to the split grill in 70. This is the kind of truck that I would try to find like a 67 grill for and put that grill in it because I like that straight bar grill much better than this split grill. I mean, some people like the split grill better, but I, I'm into the straight bar grill. Looks like we found what we're going to find. Not seeing too many more low buck trucks. But it does show you that the prices are all over the place. I mean, we've seen some for over 10K and we've seen some for less than $1,000. This is more money than I want to spend on a giveaway. But here's another super truck, not super truck, super cab truck. Definitely upgraded the interior on it. Got center console and buckets. You do you, boo, but I'm not a big fan of painting the grill and those things body color. I do like this tall camper on the back of it. Let's see what this thing says. Runs and drives. What a description. But that's more money than I'd want to spend on something just to give it away. So this guy right here is the same one that had the other truck that I sold. I just saved. There's our dog barking in the other room. This is the long bed 351 modified. Does turn over freely. Have not attempted to start. Huh. You know what? I may have to take a look at this truck. Again, it's a long bed. It's got the wrong steering wheel on it. It's got like a late 80s steering wheel on it. Let's see what we got here. We got a power steering pump. We got power brakes. No AC. That's not a bad looking truck. It's not a bad looking truck. I think we may have to go look at this one. I'm going to put that one on the saved pile too. Go over here and click on this one. I'm going to read the ad real quick because this looks too good to be true. Looks like transmission needs rebuilt. Basically all. Um, looks like he'd be willing to sell this one with or without the motor and transmission. It looks like somebody started painting it. This is one of them where they put the prom picture out front, and then when you scroll through, you see the morning after picture. I like this old truck over here better than I do that one. We may be through all the good deals now. Look at that. Of course, look at that. For those that are just joining us, we're scrolling through Marketplace, just trying to look around and see if we can find something a little more on the affordable side to build on the channel and maybe do a giveaway with at some point. We found a few that we've sent messages for, but it's looking like we're out of all the affordable projects now, and we're getting into the expensive stuff. We still stumble across a couple every now and then. Yeah, we're getting into some high price stuff now. Well, wait a minute now. What do we got here? Let's look at this one. I actually have seen this truck, I think. I think I've seen this truck. Maybe not. You know what? It's missing most things, but what's there looks solid. Here's what's curious for me. If you look at this, there's obviously 3 pedals. You think 3-speed on the column. Then right there on the column is a gear selector indicator. The Prindle is right there. Huh. Interesting. Let's see what the ad says. Bought his yard art. Never done anything with it. Nothing works. Has motor but never touched it. No transmission. No interior. Bed floors are good. Has steering column and gas tank. I've purchased all new glass and a grill. It's rough. Needs a full resto. Unless you want to run it as a rat rod, you can't drive it home. Pretty much sits the way it does. The price is not negotiable because any dime off, I lose money. Well, I don't know. That's not a lot to work with. Had it set up nice though. Pontiac Chieftain. When I was a kid, my daddy had a truck look just like that. Long bed, black, everything. I don't even know what happened to that. Description says has hood. Oh, like you don't need any other information. I have a hood for it. Is this just drivetrains? Or is this trucks and drivetrains? There's 2 trucks there. Interior pieces, grills, bumpers, A lot of chrome. Let's see what this says. Must go. I have a 67 and a 72 F100. 1302 doesn't turn. 1351 Cleveland that does turn. I have what I believe to be all the original chrome and many other parts. Message me if you have questions. I will do my best to answer. Huh. Yeah, we're sending this guy a message. Don't make fun of my chicken poking on my keyboard. Yeah, we're sending that guy a message because I'm interested in that. Um, I'm interested in that. Think of it this way, guys. I mean, I know they were both pretty much shells, but that's two trucks, two motors, two transmissions, all the chrome for both trucks, he says, all the parts and everything. And he's asking $1,000 for two trucks, a 67 and a 72. That's the kind of deal that you kind of have to, jump in there and take a peek at. Yes, there's a lot to do to them, but there's a lot there. You could use two trucks to build one pretty easily out of that. Let's scroll through a few more, and then we'll end it on tonight because this old hard straight back chair isn't comfortable. It's a Ford Ranger. Yeah, I agree. That was a great deal. Let's see what this right here is, and see, this is why I think it was such a great deal. Here's this for $800. Now it looks solid, but there's nothing. I mean, man, shit. How does that dash pad stay that nice with nothing there? It looks solid and all, but there's not a lot there. I mean, they've cut the bumper in half, and it's $800. Now, I'm not saying that's just a garbage price. I mean, that's a unfair price. I'm just saying if I can buy two complete trucks for 800 bucks or for $1,000, you kind of gotta jump on that deal. So we're gonna see what that guy says. We may be doing a 67 F100 or 71, whichever one, for a giveaway. She got a little whiskey dent in the tailgate. No motor or transmission. Was there an interior picture? Did I go by it? Yes, there was. What we're looking at here. Huh. Okay. Let's see what the ad says. This one's a little ways away from me. Up for sale. 74 F100 truck. Drag this thing home. What you see is exactly what you get. No engine. No engine pedestals. No transmissions. Have title. Rusty bedsides. Tailgate is no good. Tree fell on it. I mean, it's not a terrible truck. Oh, I see what he's talking about. Rusty bedsides. You can look right there, right above the wheel, right there, and see a little rust in the bed on both sides, right there. A little rust in the bed. And 15 minutes ago, this would have probably been a truck I would have been seriously inquiring about, but he wants the same price for you as I can buy two bump sides for. So, we are going to, just in case the guy with the bump sides have already gotten rid of them, we will click the little save button right there and save that. So, let's just save that. And We'll call her good. So there we go. We've spent about an hour and a half now scrolling Marketplace looking for a suitable project that we can build on a channel and give away. I thought there'd be some interest in that 62 wagon that I brought home, that Bel Air wagon, but that is by far the least viewed video I've ever done, so apparently nobody was interested in that. So, scrolling through Marketplace, we've sent out 3 messages, I think, about F100 trucks. We'll see what we get, and maybe we'll get lucky and score us an F100. We'll see. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all who have subscribed and thanks for all who subscribed and watch and comment and share and do all those things. We do have a few more shirts in stock if somebody's interested in shirts. There is a link in the, I'm pretty sure the last full-length video I done, I put a link. If not, there in the one before it, I know I did, that you can get some. And Facebook Marketplace for life. Marketplace can get you in trouble. I mean, it can. You're not necessarily looking for anything, but then all of a sudden you turn it on and there's something in front of you. And you go, wouldn't mind taking a look at that. You never know. Sitting here now talking, and all of a sudden something pops up. I'm like, you know what? I don't mind that either. But we've already sent messages. Last thing I need is for a bunch of people to reply to me, and I'm like, no, I done changed my mind. I'm going after this one instead. So, y'all have a good night. I hope the Lord blesses you more today than He did yesterday. To Him be all the glory, and we'll see you on the next video. Hopefully, we're probably gonna be. We got an engine, an FE we got to put on a run stand this weekend, hopefully, and that's going to get videoed. And then next week, we're getting the wagon ready to hit the road for Power Tour. So, we've got to get out there and do that. So, God bless y'all, and we'll see you on the next.